Thank you, Stefan. So our second speakers will talk about translating research into practice, pharmacy's role to support antimicrobial stewardship, a focus on low and middle income countries. We have two speakers today, and it will be Dr. Tarilate will represent today on behalf of Dr. NA, and I will introduce her. She is a clinical pharmacist with over 10 years of practice experience. She has spent the past 8 years working with the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital in Nigeria. She is currently the Pharmacy Clinical Research Coordinator and the YPG Research Lead in Rivers State, Nigeria. She is experienced in carrying out research in clinical and public health fields, including AMR. Her master research identified drivers of antibiotics misuse through reviewing antibiotics use pattern in the Nigerian tertiary hospital and provided several recommendations to improve current practice and treatment outcomes. In her presentation, they describe some factors and drivers of antimicrobial resistance in the low resource setting, which include higher burden of infectious diseases, prescribing patterns, OTC availability, substandard antibiotics, the use of herbal medicines, even supply chain and drug availability, and also healthcare financing and limited resources. They describe a research that they conducted in one of the tertiary hospitals in Nigeria, and they found out that penicillins, cephalosporin, and nitroimidazoles are the most prescribed medicines, which are categorized into a broad spectrum antibiotics. When she looked at the guideline, there were a very low compliance to the guideline. Some determinants that they described were limited resources on diagnostic, drug cost and availability, poor access to information, even a pressure from the pharmaceutical companies and also pressure from patients. They also conducted a small study about influence of the COVID-19 pandemic as a major setback in the implementation of antimicrobial stewardship in Nigeria. It looked like that there has been an information overload on the use of antibiotics for COVID-19. There is a shared use of antibiotics between friends and family. There is also a panic buying of antibiotics because of the fear of COVID-19, and they avoid to go to hospital because of that. So they sometimes self-medicate with antibiotics. One important suggestion that they suggested from their research was related to the pharmacist's intervention in leading antimicrobial stewardship by providing advice to all healthcare professionals, contributing to the development of drug formularies, providing patients counseling and advice on antibiotics medications, and also contributing to surveillance measures.
Antibiotic stewardship, the challenges we face here, we would have to set up strategies involving all stakeholders, from the physicians, the pharmacists, the patients themselves have to take responsibility in some ways. Then also the government too will have to be responsible enough to equip the facilities. So we will have less need to use antibiotics because we have there's that need. We also know that it is really expensive to develop newer agents, newer antibiotics. And in as much as we propose that, I also think that taking appropriate steps and employing strategies to curtail the use of antibiotics and to ensure rational antibiotic use will be the right step forward, while we should go to the communities and educate them. I have a bit of community experience, so that's the advocacy program that we do there also. We educate them for them to know that you need to complete the dose of your medication. You do not have to share with friends or relatives. You do not have to request for antibiotic if you have a flu. So that's on the part of the patient. And then for the prescribers also, there needs to be some form of training